Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Age of the Primes, Solus Prime. So, we've got one of the 13 here, because of course, Age of the Primes' whole thing is that we're getting actual full-on toys of the 13 Primes instead of those little Prime Master things and Pretender shells. So, with Solus Prime here, we've got this, I guess, little Cybertronian truck thing. Okay. And of course, starting off with the box. Well, we've got the Age of the Prime's packaging, which I do quite like. I mean, it works for Age of the Primes, but for Studio Series, I'm not so sure, but definitely works for Age of the Primes in my opinion. So we got Solus right here in both modes. Got her name right there, and of course, since he's one of the 13, we got her name in gold, which is pretty cool. And we got her symbol instead of an Autobot or Decepticon symbol. Got how many steps it takes to transform her. This side we got a picture of Solus, so you can see her more clearly. Kind of looks like she's just a mirage here. Not mirage as in the Autobot. Mirage as in she's just an illusion with the way she's kind of fading in there. And of course, this side, we've got some of the other primes. We've got Solus here. We've got, I'm pretty sure that's Micronus. And we've got Alchemist right there. And of course, Alchemist is coming in the next wave. And of course, we got her in both modes at the back. And we've got her hammer here. Yeah, I'm not sure what the actual name of this thing is. So I'm just going to call it her hammer. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the box. And well, for the vehicle mode, yeah, I'm not really sure what to call this. Some sort of like van, I guess. I mean, of course I had to make up vehicle modes for the 13. They can't just sell them as normal action figures, you know. And honestly, I do kind of like how this looks. I mean, it's not like perfect because like I do have a few flaws of this, but I will get there soon. But for details, of course, we've got the nice gold windshield right there, which is pretty cool. Of course, we've got the grille, which is all sunken in there. Got some gold detailing right there. Got the wheels, which, yes, pinned in, so she can roll pretty well. I love it when wheels are pinned in. Got this back section, so she's not really a pickup truck because we've got this in the way. Got these back bits right here. Quite a lot of gold in this figure, which, yeah, pretty nice. Got a port on top if you want to plug something in. And the underneath, which, well, we can just see her body right there. And hey, you can even see the feet. But still, better than most of them truck transformers. So, yeah, like, at least they hit the head. So, there's that. But trust me, I do have a few flaws with this vehicle mode. Namely, trying to transform this into the truck mode. Ugh. Like, I know I'm not at the transformation yet, but getting it into truck mode, you see these little bits here? These constantly love to come off this bit here. So it's just a task trying to get these bits into here without them coming off. And that's really annoying. Plus, these bits which form her shoulder, it can be kind of tricky to get them in as well. This is a transformation that you need patience to do because there's a little bits that can come off quite easily, and if you're not careful, they could I don't know, fly off and go down the side of your bed or something. So just be careful and be patient while trying to transform this figure, because yeah, it's kind of fiddly. It's much better going into robot mode, which we'll do soon, but yeah, going into the vehicle mode, ugh. But anyway, let's move on to the accessory, or accessories, because they do form this hammer. I'm pretty sure it's the forge of, I think it's Ultra Magnus's thing, but yeah, we do get this hammer, because I'm pretty sure she's a blacksmith. And yeah, I quite like how this looks. We've got this nice yellow thing on here, this nice yellow, I guess, orb. The handle, which, yes, kind of like with Ironhide's axe, you have to feed it through the hand. But also, these bits can also come off, so I guess this can be like a little gun, I guess. So you can have this in a few different ways, but I just choose to have it like this. And the way that this attaches on is we've got this port right here on the side, and if I can get this on, of course, I normally struggle to get accessories onto figures on camera. There we go. So the hammer just rests on the side there. And honestly, I guess that works. But, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the accessories, and that's pretty much it for the vehicle modes. So, yeah. Let's move on to the transformation, and as I said, the transformation can be kind of finicky. There's a lot of tiny parts that can come off, especially these little bits here, which form a little forearm covers. But well, let's do this, and hopefully nothing comes off, or at the very least, very little comes off. So to start, I'm just going to take the grill and just untab that from the front. And that just goes forward like so. I'm just going to take the arms here and untab them. So they untab from here, and of course here. And we're just going to move them down. I'm just going to get the hands out already. So get the hands out. And just fold these in. Thankfully they're not coming off. And I spoke too soon. You can see how that, yeah, you can see how that wants to come off. So just, there we go. So that's the arms all done. Now with the shoulders, I'm just going to get those out. There we go. So just get those forward. Or just get the shoulders out with like so we can push in these little covers, like so. And let's do the legs. So we're just going to untab the legs from here. And they just move down. We'll just spin around the waist. And we can see this front, I guess, apron section. We're just going to move that. Spin that around, and then that moves down into here. I want to make sure that these two side sections cover this section here. Split the legs, and you see that these tab into each other. Just turn around the feet. Take the wheel and move that to the side. So we have clearance to get the foot out, so we can move the leg back in. Or the wheel, I'm getting my stuff mixed up. So get the wheel out, get the foot down, and then move the wheel back. So that's the legs done. This back section, we're just going to get that out of the way so we can get her head out. Then with this grill, we're just going to push that in. and that forms a backpack. Then on this butterfly joint, we're just going to move the arms in. Then just adjust the shoulder pads like so. Then just adjust the forearms. And, well, here we have Solus in robot mode. And yeah, going into robot mode, it's honestly kind of fun. But seriously, trying to get her back into vehicle mode. Here, let me just show you. These constantly love to come off. It's honestly really annoying. So, yeah. Plus, it didn't do it in this transformation, but on my copy, I'm not sure if it's everyone's copy, but on my copy, if I can actually... There we go. Her feet love to come off. Like you can see, they're not fully into the mushroom joint there, and I can't really get them to push back in all the way. So that's another huge issue. Like, if I had to, if I could, I would push them back in fully, but they just will not go back in, and I'm hoping that's just my copy. Like, I'm hoping this is just a messed up QC issue, but hey, at least she still displays well, and she looks good in robot mode. Much better than that previous Solus Prime where she was Octopunch for some reason. Like, what? But yeah, this is definitely a really good looking figure. But how does she handle? Well, quickly doing a 360 so I can show you. Of course, the head looks nice as well, but like if I try to move stuff, I'm just worried in case like bits come off, like especially the feet, as I showed you. So that's a worry for the articulation. But anyway, trying to give her the hammer. I'm pretty sure this can also go into port somewhere. In fact, there's like, I bet that can come out. Yeah, there we go. So there's a port here on the back that, and there's something on the hammer that can flip out, so you can plug the hammer into the back if you're not using it. It's pretty cool. But if you are using the hammer, then of course you have to take the head off. And just like with Ironhide, you have to feed this through her hand and then put this back on. But hey, she does look pretty good with the hammer. So yeah. And I'm sure you can get this to other figures. If anything, it kind of looks like a golf club, the way it looks. So I guess you could play Cybertronian golf. Why not? But yeah, that's pretty much her only accessory. Like, there's no guns. But there are still ports on their feet, so if you want, you can still plug in blast effects. I don't know. Give her rocket shoes. I mean, she already looks like she's got elf shoes, so... So, yeah. But back to my previous statement, how does she handle? Well, if I just show off the articulation, well, she can look up pretty high, but the head is on a ball joint, so she can look around. Shoulders can move. Of course, the shoulder pads can angle however you like. So if you want them looking like that, then there you go, that's an option. Of course, bicep rotation. Elbows, about 90 degrees. Wrist rotation. Like, there is waist rotation, but the apron does get in the way. But yeah, she does have waist rotation. Like, it's required for the transformation, so you do know that she has waist rotation. The apron does have to move up so she can move her legs forward. The legs go back about that far. And of course, if you don't want her to flash people, then each bit of the apron can just go upwards for her to move. So, yeah. Of course, you can do the splits. And this bit of the foot moves for the ankle pivot, so don't try to move like this. Move like this for the ankle pivot, unless you want the foot to come off. And of course, the foot here can rotate. So, yeah. And that's pretty much all I've got to say. Now, honestly, when I was transforming this figure, I was expecting the review to be more negative, just because the transformation was kind of frustrating, but honestly, this is more of a, like, I don't want to say mid figure, but honestly, I think Air Raid was better. And seeing how this is one of the only Solus Prime figures that we've gotten, I wish she was a bit better. Like, if the transformation wasn't as fiddly, because trust me, I've got a couple of complaints. Like, as I said, the transformation can be really annoying, especially going into the vehicle mode. There's a few parts that can come off, namely the things on the arms. The feet can come off if you're not careful. I've even had the grill come off. But honestly, this figure is just okay in my opinion. I do like it, but it can be kind of annoying at times. Probably the weakest out of the Major the Primes figures so far. I'm sure we'll have a lot worse in the future, but so far, this is the weakest. Not worst, just the weakest. But still, do I recommend her? Well, if you're just casually collecting figures, then I would say, like, she's not a necessity. Unless you're trying to complete the 13, then, of course, you'll need... You'll definitely need her to complete the 13, but if you're not trying to complete the primes, then she's not really necessary. Like, if you do want her, or if you're trying to complete the 13, then yeah, but other than that, maybe skip this one, because she does have a lot of issues. But trust me, the next figure that I'm reviewing definitely is amazing, so stay tuned for that one. So, this has been my review on Age of the Prime's Solus Prime, and this is Charlie Young, signing off.